Absence of Pogacar, a blessing or just easier to blame? Let's start with the biggest story. Tadej Pogacar isn't racing the 2025 Vuelta. UAE team Emirates confirmed it plainly. Quote, "The body is telling me to rest," Pogacar said. Yeah. Quote, "Rest is vital." Cycling analyst Ruben Silva put it even more bluntly. Quote, "Jonas Vingegaard will take to the start line as the top favourite. With the absence of Tadej Pogacar, the 28-year-old Dane is by far the best climber." Yes, Pogacar is not being there and making it a whole bunch easier. I'm not gonna lie, it also removes the most annoying, unpredictable chess piece on the board. In 2023, Pogacar was fire and fireworks. In 2024, he crushed all opposition. In 2025, the absence of some races thinned down the field, and it warps the whole race dynamic. No mind games, no sudden solo attacks, and no one to post 6 watts per kilo up a wall while smiling at the camera. As expert Andre Zazil noted, quote, "That leaves Jonas Vingegaard as a sole overwhelming favourite to win the Spanish Grand Tour." So the first key to Vingegaard winning? Well, the man who usually beats him isn't here. Strategic advantage. New director, new direction. Key 2. The brains behind the legs. Team Visma Lease Bike heads into this Vuelta with an intriguing, perhaps underrated edge. Jesper Morkov, the Danish sports director, now at the helm after exit of Grishka Nurman. Morkov knows Vingegaard's psychology and already worked closely with him on altitude and time trial prep. According to Brian Holm, quote, "The strategy will be more Vingegaard friendly. The absence of Grishka Nurman is a massive positive for Visma's Vuelta hopes. Vingegaard isn't always the most take the race by the throat type of rider. His strength is control, tempo, strangulation over the Alps. When he's free to race conservatively and to take out rivals on the big climbs and gain time in the time trials, he can be lethal." Add to that 2 critical time trials, a flat team trial on figures which is stage 5, and a 26-kilometer solo time trial in Valladolid, which is stage 18. These are Vingegaard's playgrounds, and with Jesper Morkov behind the wheel calling the shots, expert clean tactics, no GC confusion, and 0 sentimental sacrifices for teammates. This is Vingegaard's race to dominate, not just survive. Deep squad and tactical flexibility. Visma's weaponized army. Key 3 is the most obvious. Visma is coming armed to the teeth. Here's who they are bringing based on current provisional lists that I have found online. Jonas Vingegaard, GC Hammer. Sepp Kuss, Vuelta 2023 champ, loyal wingman. Matteo Jorgensen, versatile all-rounder, Tour de Suisse GC winner. Wilco Kelderman, steady climber, backup GC if needed. Dylan van Baarle, roller supreme. And Attila Valter, Jan Tranik, and Michel Hesman. Depth, brake control, and flatland assistance. Remember how the 2023 Vuelta turned into an internal soap opera? Roglic, Kuss and Vingegaard all trying to win? Yeah, they're not doing that again. This time, Jonas is the sole leader. Tactical playbook. Use a team time trial to grab early seconds. Control the high mountains with Kuss and Jorgensen pacing. Go crazy in the individual TT to open a gap. Defend ruthlessly in the 3rd week with rolling tempo trains. When Vingegaard races like a machine and the team rides in service of the machine, the outcome is mechanical. Rivals melt. Visma knows it, the fans know it, and even UAE know it. Quote, "This situation will be difficult to manage," admitted Maxing about UAE's own dual leadership, Almeida and Ayuso. History at the Vuelta. Vingegaard rode the 2020 Vuelta as a helper for Roglic. In 2023 he nearly won it, finishing 2nd behind Sepp Kuss and winning 2 monster mountain stages, including the Tourmalet. And now, 2025, he returns as the unquestioned leader, with revenge on his mind after Tour defeat. Rivals and threats. Without Pogacar, who can actually stop him? Juan Ayuso has a home advantage, brilliant climber, and tends to blow hot or cold. Hal Almeida, exceptionally consistent, excellent time trialist, and he could benefit from Ayuso / the UAE chaos. Richard Caparez, Grand Tour winner, hungry after Tour DNS, and will go on wild attacks, possibly 70 kilometers out. Mikel Landa, he's a wild card, returning from injury, and everyone loves him. No one expects him to win though. Visma will watch them all, but none of these riders match Jonas Vingegaard when he's on form, surrounded by firepower, and with Pogacar safely watching from his couch in Monaco. Comic relief, the Danish Terminator. Just imagine the Vuelta promo. In a world without Pogacar, one man returns for the crown that he never took. Cue music by Hans Zimmer meets flamenco. Jonas Vingegaard, the Red Reckoning. He's silent, he's skinny, he doesn't smile, and when he does, it's probably because he just broke you on a 9% gradient. Or his own wife was happy. Quote, there is a little evidence that anyone outside of Pogacar can really compete with Jonas, someone wrote on a Peloton commentator Reddit show. Final words, no excuses left. With Pogacar gone, Kuss in support, and Jesper Molkov pushing the buttons from the car, this is Jonas Vingegaard's most clear-cut Grand Tour opportunity. There's no co-leader, no conflicting agendas, no Slovenian god on the start line. If he doesn't win this Vuelta, fans will be asking questions. Up until then, he remains the odds-on favourite, the red jersey frontrunner, and the quiet Danish machine with 3 big keys jangling in his back pocket. Tick, tick, boom. Genuinely, guys, I'm curious what you have to say about all of this. So before you go on today's video, make sure you comment down below your opinions. A lot of people were confused why Tadej Pogacar dropped out the Vuelta, but I'm going to give my honest opinions at the end of this video right now. I don't think he really cares. I think he's got more issues training for the World Championships or possibly next year's season. I think that he knows if he were to enter the Vuelta and actually go into the Team UAE team, he would actually give Jonas a chance to defeat him, and he doesn't want that because he knows that Jonas will be looking for revenge. Jonas admitted in all the post-race interviews after Tour de France, which was barely any basically because he didn't want to do media stuff, that he was annoyed with second place, which was hilarious, and I made videos about this. None of it made sense. Thanks for watching today's video. If you're new here, please subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest cycling news, cycling drama and cycling results. Leave a like on today's video for good luck, and don't forget to comment down below your opinions or correct any mistakes I've made or add any new information also to this video.